Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well, staying safe, and staying healthy. If there's anything at all that you need, please let me know. Anything I can do to assist you in this time as it relates to prospecting, lead generation, um, I'm here for you. Leadership's here for you. My other management colleagues are here for you. We are a team, and we're going to get through this together, and we're going to be that much better and that much stronger on the other end of it. Just want to pass along some important updates that I think might be helpful to your customers. Um, First of all, on the lending side, from a conference call with the leadership of Own It Home Loans, some important things to pass along. Uh, Number one, and this is conjecture right now, but all indications are that we will start to see rates go up. They already have. Basically, there's misconceptions tied to the Fed activity, the federal interest rate. It's really not. It's tied to the 10-year bond market, as well as some other economic factors. Basically, we saw some historic lows about 3 weeks ago with the performance of the bond market, as well as the fact that during those historic rate lows, everyone and their cousin wanted to refinance. Um, Mortgages are like any other product on the shelf. It caused a change in the supply and demand, caused a scarcity, extreme demand, caused a scarcity in supply. That sent rates up just as it would, say, for scarcity and supply of toilet paper, for example. Um, so, what that means also is that we are going to see some enhanced, strict uh, increase of standards as it relates to credit score. The 580, the sub 600 is pretty much out the door. We're going to be looking at basically a minimum of 640 for a traditional mortgage. Rate locks, the timing of those are going to be a little more fickle. It's going to require some more diligent communication between agent, customer, and lender in order to make sure that the rate lock is not done either too soon or too late. There's so much fluctuation right now in interest rates. We need to make sure that we're communicating where we are in the transaction, where we are in contingencies with the lender, and making sure that that line of communication between customer, lender, and ourselves is flowing smoothly so that they can lock their rate in at the appropriate time, not too late or not too early. Lastly, on the lending front, the uh, income verification loan, bank statement loan, it's sometimes called. In the past, it was that, low documentation loan. Basically, those mortgages that are reserved for folks like ourselves that are 1099 and commission based, small business owners that work on 1099 and K1s. Um, uh, these loans are going to be harder to get. There are far, far less investors and servicers in that sphere that are shelling out money. So the reasonable inference here is that the folks that need to do just the bank statement loans and not go through the traditional mortgage underwriting are going to have a harder time at it. That's just the reality of it. Make sure we're communicating that, very clearly to our small business owners and our commission-based clients. Additionally, appraisals are not going to be in person, walk through the house due to the COVID-19 situation. Obviously, that makes sense. What does that mean for us? It might mean that we could see some loosening of appraisal guidelines because appraisers aren't walking through the home. I would caution ourselves with that because I think that can work both ways. For example, let's say you have a home that's very highly upgraded or renovated on the inside and it doesn't show as well, or that work hasn't permeated to the outside of the house yet. What I think is the takeaway here is to again make sure we are accurately, diligently pricing. These are going to be drive-by appraisals. The comps are going to be king. So it's our job to make sure that we are, really diving into those comps appropriately, adjusting them. And if and when we have the opportunity, either meeting an appraiser or passing along our valuation information to them. The other thing I would say that it should instill a best practice in all of us to make sure that the presentation of the property, the photography, the exterior, the curb appeal is of the highest level, along with the most detailed, diligent information about upgrades and about improvements in the listing. The listing where we talk about the upgrades, where we talk about the age of things, where we talk about renovations, that is where an appraiser is going to garner their information. And again, an appraiser is also going to garner their information and their judgment of the condition of the home by the photos, by the information we're providing. We need to make sure that we are putting our best foot forward for our customers and advising them accordingly. Lastly, showing time is, it's been around with our MLS for a while. We are diligently rolling out showing time as the preferred platform for the scheduling, the requests and scheduling of showings. There's going to be a lot more to that to come. I don't want to steal anyone's thunder. That's also coming from leadership and, from the ASC leadership as well. What I do want to tell everyone here on my team is that I've been using showing time for years. It is a wonderful tool. It enhances efficiency. It removes multiple hands in the cookie jar where mistakes can be made as it relates to scheduling, feedback, etc. It is totally customizable. It's an ideal tool, especially in the parlance of our times, with being able to do things, virtually, without having to go in the office, without having to rely on physical interaction. The reason why I bring it up, I've been using it, as I said, for years, and I am happy to, either in a group, small group, or an individual one-on-one level, to work with you guys to set up showing time, customize it towards your preferences, as an agent, and then you can even further customize it to the preferences of that seller, that listing. So I am making a commitment to you that I'm here for you to help educate you on that tool. It is a great one, and it will make your life easier, I promise. Best wishes, best luck, health, happiness. Everyone be safe, and talk soon. Let me know if you guys need anything.